Hi everyone and welcome to today's video. In today's video I'm going to tell you about the best savings accounts that you can open right now in May 2025. I've made a few videos like this year and I want to tell you today about the latest and best savings accounts with the highest interest rates right now. Before we get into the video, please don't forget to give the video a like. Thanks for the like. If you want to stick around and see more videos from me, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for liking and subscribing. Let's get into it. As you might have noticed, if you do keep an eye on savings account interest rates, rates have been fluctuating a lot recently. They have slightly come down from recent peaks, but we can see that there are still some great savings account interest rates on offer at the moment. And if you currently have your savings in a high street bank account earning next to no interest, then these savings accounts that I'll tell you about today will definitely exceed that, and you'll definitely be able to earn quite a bit more interest than you would be earning otherwise. All accounts that I'm going to tell you about today are FSCS protected up to £85,000, so that means that your money is protected in any of these accounts. I'm going to start with the accounts with the highest interest rates first, so let's get started with the first one. The first couple of accounts are cash ISAs. These do still have the highest interest rates, so that's why I'm talking about them first. I've got two to tell you about. So if you haven't already used your ISA allowance for the year, then you should definitely consider opening one of these. The first one allows transfers in as well, and you still get the same interest rate on transfers in. So this is great if you've already got a cash ISA elsewhere that's not earning much interest. You could transfer it over to them, or you can also open a new additional ISA nowadays, so that's also an option. The first one is the Trading 212 Cash ISA. The interest rate on this is currently 5.07%, and this is including the new customer bonus. This interest rate includes a bonus interest rate that lasts for 1 year, and this is for new customers. So to get this interest rate, you do need to make sure you follow the instructions in the description box so that you can get this bonus interest rate of 5.07% if you are a new customer. If you're not, then perhaps consider the next one. If you are a new Trading 212 customer, then make sure you follow the instructions in the description to get the new customer interest rate bonus, and you can get a free share worth up to £100 if you use my link and invest £1 in the invest section of the app. So that would get you a free share worth up to £100 as well. So all in all, you can get the best interest rate on your cash ISA savings and you can get a free share. So that's all in the description box below. Let me tell you a bit more about this ISA though. The minimum that you need to open it is just £1, and you can open it online or in the app, and then you can go ahead and manage this ISA in the Trading 212 app, which is really user friendly. I've been using it for years and it works well, it does the job, and it's simple to use. Interest is calculated daily and it's now paid monthly. As I said earlier, a great feature of this cash ISA is that they do allow transfers in, and you do earn that same interest rate on the transfers in too. It is a flexible ISA, so that means if you do choose to withdraw any money from the cash ISA and return it in the same tax year, then it won't affect your overall tax allowance, which is great. And finally, to give you peace of mind about where your money is going with Trading 212 and how the FSCS protection works, well, your money is held with 3 partner banks when you save with Trading 212. The partner banks are Barclays, NatWest and JP Morgan, and the FSCS protection applies per bank. So any savings that you have with Barclays, NatWest or JP Morgan, you can also see in the app how much of your money is with each of these banks as well, which is really useful if you do have savings elsewhere. It's an easy access ISA, so you can make deposits and withdrawals as and when you like. I've noticed that deposits are instant and withdrawals are usually instant. They can take a couple of days if it's over the weekend, so that's just something to note. However, I think it's a pretty much easy access, instant access account, so that's definitely a plus. That's all about the Trading 212 Cash ISA. I think it's a great offer to take advantage of. It does have the highest interest rate right now, and it is usually one of the highest. So why not open it if you are a new customer and take advantage of that high interest rate? The next cash ISA that I'm going to tell you about has a very slightly lower interest rate than the Trading 212 one, but it has recently been competitive with Trading 212. And if you aren't a new customer of Trading 212, perhaps you've already used your new customer bonus, then this could be a good one for you as well. This is the cash ISA from Plum. The interest rate is 5.06%. This again includes a new customer bonus. So if you are a new customer of Plum, then you can take advantage of this one. This is the rate for the first 12 months and includes an interest rate boost if you do keep the account for 12 months. You open this one in the Plum app, and the minimum that you need to open it is £1. If you want to keep the interest rate at 5.06%, then they do say you need to keep a minimum balance in the account of £100. So it's £1 to open it, but if you want to keep the interest rate at 5.06%, then you do have to have a minimum balance of £100. Again, the Plum app is modern, it is easy to use, you can get started very quickly. You can make transfers in, but you do get a reduced interest rate on the balance that you transfer in. Therefore, it might be good as an additional ISA one to save into right now whilst the interest rate is high. Interest is paid monthly or annually, and you can make up to 3 withdrawals per year. Another condition is that if you do make any more than 3 withdrawals in a year, then you do get a reduced interest rate. So this would be good for you if you only need limited access to your money. You can make those 3 withdrawals, but not any more than that. It's also not a flexible ISA. Overall, I think it's another good option with a high interest rate, so definitely an alternative to Trading 212. There are a few conditions that you need to meet, but if you don't need access to your money all that much, then it could be good for you. Those were the 2 cash ISAs with the highest interest rates for savings accounts right now. Next, I'm going to tell you about a regular saver. So this is another option with a high interest rate. It could be really good for you if you're looking for a different way to save and you want to save regularly each month. It can actually be a really good way to save. I've done it myself in the past. It can be quite nice to put away a certain amount each month into a regular savings account. And this one is the Coventry Building Society Loyalty Regular Saver, and the interest rate is 5%. Like I said, an account like this really helped me when I first started saving because it just allowed me to put away a certain amount each month, and you can choose what that amount is, but it means that that money gets put away every month and you don't have to think about it, and it slowly accumulates over time. Mine was a regular saver from the Coventry Building Society, so I can recommend them. So this one is a regular saver from CBS, and you do need to have been an existing customer since January of this year. I won't talk too much about this one because it only applies to those of you that aren't CBS customers already, but I think it's a nice account. It can help you to save, and it does have a good interest rate. You can deposit between £1 and £250 every month. You can open it online, by phone, by post, or in a branch. Interest is paid annually, so it's paid at the end of the year since you opened the account. It's a limited access account, so you can actually have some access to your money, but it does mean that you will pay an interest rate penalty. So the interest rate is 30 days of interest on the amount that you withdraw. So this is quite good because it used to be that you couldn't withdraw any money at all. So now you can have some access to your money if you do need it. Also, you do get entered into a prize draw to win cash prizes as well. So that's just another cool feature of this account. That's all about that regular savings account. And now I'm going to tell you about a notice account. This account has one of the highest interest rates available for a notice savings account right now. This is the 120-day notice account from Oxbury Bank, and the interest rate is 4.85%. So you do have to give 120 days notice, so 4 months notice if you want to withdraw from this account. Interest is paid monthly, is paid back into the account so you can see your interest accumulating. You can open this account online or in the app, and you need to manage it in the Oxbury Bank app. You can open it with a minimum of £1,000 up to a maximum of £500,000. That's all about the Oxbury Bank notice account. It does have the highest interest rate for a notice savings account right now, and definitely great to give you another option if that's what you're looking for. I've got 3 more savings accounts to tell you about. So the first 2 are easy access accounts. These are completely easy access standard savings accounts, so not cash ISAs. So again, if you don't want a cash ISA for some reason, or you've already used your new customer bonuses for the first 2, then these could be good for you. For that, they are easy access accounts. One of them is actually slightly limited. I'll tell you about that in a minute. And then finally, at the end of today's video, I'm going to tell you about the top fixed rate savings account. So this is good if you do want to fix your interest rate. If you're worried about interest rates going down further, then you might want to fix your interest rate, and I'll tell you about that account at the end of today's video. Anyway, before that, let me tell you about these 2 easy access accounts. The first one is from Chip, and the interest rate is 4.76%. This account and the next one both have the same interest rate. However, of the 2, Chip is the one that I've used and can personally recommend. So that's why I'm telling you about this one first. The 4.76% interest rate does include a new customer bonus, again for 1 year. So great if you are a new customer to Chip. I'll leave links to this account and all the accounts mentioned in today's video in the description box below. The minimum you need to open the Chip account is £1, and the maximum deposit is £85,000. You can open it in the Chip app, and interest is paid monthly. You can make up to 3 withdrawals per year, so that's what I was saying earlier about how it is a bit more limited access. If you do make more than 3 withdrawals per year, then your interest rate does drop down considerably. So this is more of a limited access account, so it would be good if you don't need constant access to your money. That's all about the Chip one. I did talk about it first because I've been using Chip for many years, since almost when it started. So that's why I mentioned it first, because I can recommend it personally. The next one is with Sidekick. So I haven't used this myself, but it does have a high interest rate, the same actually as Chip at 4.76%. And it is easy access. So it doesn't have a limited access like Chip does. So it could be good for you as another option. Let me tell you about it. This interest rate does include a new customer bonus. So again, if you are a new customer of Sidekick, then you can get this new customer interest bonus. The minimum you need to open it is quite a bit higher than Chip. It's £5,000, and the maximum is £85,000. You open it via the app, and you can choose whether you want your interest to be paid daily or monthly. And withdrawals are unlimited, so you can make as many withdrawals as you like, and withdrawals will be received into your bank account the next working day. So not quite instant access, but pretty good. So if you are looking for an easy access savings account with a good interest rate, then this Sidekick one could be a good one for you. Those were the standard easy access savings accounts with the highest interest rates right now. The last one that I'm going to tell you about today is a fixed rate, fixed term savings account with a really good interest rate right now. This is from Tandem Bank, and the interest rate is 4.55% fixed for 1 year. Obviously, it is quite a bit lower than all of the savings accounts interest rates that I've mentioned today, but if you are expecting interest rates to go down, or for some other reason you do just want to fix your interest rate at this for 1 year, then it could be good for that. The minimum deposit is £1 and the maximum is £2 million. Interest is paid at the end of the year when the account matures, and you can open this account online or in the app, and like with many of the accounts in today's video, you do need to manage it in the app. If you are looking for an account and you don't need an app to manage, then the CBS account I mentioned earlier would be the one for you. Anyway, that's all about the fixed rate savings account from Tandem Bank, which is the best fixed rate option right now in my opinion. That's it for today's video. Those were all of the best savings accounts in May 2025. I hope you enjoyed it and found it useful. If you did make it this far, please give the video a like. Thanks for the like. If you want to stick around and see more videos from me, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching and see you next time.